However, if you go the opposite way and you are focused with somebody, have you ever had one of those conversations with somebody and you're certainly not doing any of this. You're totally focusing on what that person's saying, what that person's feeling. And then you just, man, this is cool that we're having this experience. How does that feel? You probably have all had those times where you start talking and the next thing you know, it's like the sun's coming up. Right? Man, we've been talking all night. Because you did this. And time kind of, your whole concept of time changes when you're here. The whole concept, time doesn't necessarily go faster or slower. Usually it goes a little faster. If it goes slower, you know you're resisting. But if it goes faster, it means you're in the moment. You're in the moment of now, and you're soaking it up. How many of you have ever held a baby in your arms? How many of you held your own baby in your arms? A few of you, right? When you're holding that baby, is your mind chatter one of, it's going to be tough for you. Oh, man. It's going to be, you'll have a few good years and then it's just going to be hard. It's better. When you're holding, is that where you go with your baby? Or somebody else's? My daughter's just had her first baby. Coolest thing ever. I sat there for an hour with it I was sitting with him in my lap. Yeah, sorry. And I just stared at this thing. I was totally absorbed. And I kept going, this is a kid that's only this tall. And he's breathing, and you can see his little heartbeat in his chest and his little soft spot and all of those things. And that moment was as great as the bike ride I took yesterday. And every moment in between when I get to here is the same great. Because I know that as soon as I get here, then whatever it is I'm focusing on in savoring expands. Like the sunset, or when you're focused on the baby, or when you're with somebody one-on-one and you're like, wow, it is so great to just be with you. Tell me more about what you're feeling. What are you thinking? All those kinds of things. Can you see how powerful this is? See how much better this is than you see people walking around campus. Right? And I want to say, look at this campus. I've been on a ton of campuses. This is one of the most beautiful campuses around. It's not the number one. But as soon as I say it's not the number one, that's a judgment. And I say, no, this is so cool that we have. And the mountains that are just right there, and the mostly clean air. But as you get rid of judgment and you just focus on it, and you tune into it a little more and a little more and a little more, then the beautiful of that becomes obvious. When just to look at you guys and go, man, all of you guys have had millions of cool or hard life experiences that would be so fun to hear. And all of you are different in so many, nobody's even remotely the same. And how cool it is that you see where you can go with that? Instead of, oh, the Supreme Court guy, he's going to get 50 years of him on there. Oh, I just don't know. He might have done something 38 years ago, and how could he possibly be worthy of this? Do you see which is better? Which is better for my inner peace? It's not a hard decision. Turn the TV off and watch what's happening in your here and now.